Welcome back everyone to Animal Crossing New Horizons series, part 18. Last episode we finally got a 3-star island, and in this episode I'm probably thinking we'll have KK Slider coming to our island as well as start the customization of this island. We also have to go ahead and try to find a new villager. After all, our starter villager Mac actually left, so I do have to find a replacement for him. Right here, as usual, we have Isabel making her broadcast. Let's see what she has to announce. Yes, we did also invite Scout to our island in the last episode, and it seems like we have a visitor in the campsite. We also have a special announcement on KK Slider coming to our island, which is pretty nice. You know what, now that I think of it, I think I might go ahead and invite the villager in the campsite to my island. But of course, let's see what happens next. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about this as well. When you invite KK Slider for the first time in your island, he does play a special song for us. Unfortunately, I won't be able to share this with you guys here since it is kind of like a copyright thing. So I'm quickly gonna go ahead and skip it out. Definitely that was pretty amazing, but once it's done, he will be available in our island every Saturday. That is also a chance for you guys to go ahead and get a new music in case if you don't want to kind of buy the ones you get from Nook Stop. I also think we have another small cutscene with Tom Nook right here. And of course, he is talking about the KK concert. We also get a special present from Tom Nook as a part of helping him achieve this dream. He's gonna give us the Welcome Horizon music, which is pretty nice. I think it's one of my favorite other than the KK bubblegum, which I do enjoy a lot. Hopefully I'll be able to find that music someday. Once that's done, he is also going to give us a new app for us to actually start terraforming the island and make it much prettier. In this case, I think it's called Island Designer. And yep, here it is. Now that we have it, we'll finally be able to terraform our island. Unfortunately, we do have to buy all the design parts for this one, as well as the construction right for creating the rivers as well as creating the levels. I think we'll be able to buy them through Nook Stop, which I'll definitely do once we do go to the main building. Also, if you do hear me say main building, I usually mean it as the resident services building. This is just to make sure there is no confusion. Before we check out the mailbox, I definitely want to see what Nook miles that I have completed. After all, we do need quite a lot in order to go ahead and buy the items. Ooh, it's on KK Mania. This one I do find a bit trickier to complete, especially since we have KK Slider coming only on Saturdays. And when he is available on Saturday, I do have to kind of remind myself to go on the evening and talk to him to get a special song gift. And that way I'll be able to complete this task. Now that we have completed getting the Nook miles, I'll quickly check out my mailbox right here. It's surprising that Agent has actually sent me a mail as well as a present. I wonder what it is. Let's quickly check it out as well. I also have a present that I did get from Gulliver since we did save him yesterday. Let's check out all of these presents as soon as I read my mail. I did order quite a few items from Nook Stop, so I definitely have to keep them in the house as well. Thankfully, my house is now expanded and I'm finally able to go ahead and keep more items in my storage. At some point, once we do start terraforming, I'll quickly go ahead and place the other items as well. But for now, we are gonna leave it as it is. Well, right here we have Agent S, which is pretty nice to see him. After all, we did just invite him to our island. Personally, I'm pretty excited to see who is in the campsite. After all, if they are someone I really like, I'll probably invite them to my island. Alright, now that we are here, let me quickly go ahead and check out all the presents. We have 4 of them. As for the carnival mask, I think this one is the third one that I have with me. There are still 2 more left and I'm gonna go ahead and order them pretty soon. Alright, here is our first present, and it's an ancient administrator hat. This one I think is pretty cool. It does have its own pair of clothing, that is the administrator clothing. Hopefully I'll be able to go ahead and buy that one from Able Sisters. The next one is a long bathtub, and the other one is a toilet. I think the toilet was from Agent S, and the Dal tea is from the Dal. It's from the airport, which I think is pretty nice. You do get it once you have used the airplane for at least 2 to 3 times. You also get some other items, but I think you do have to had visited a desert island for at least 5 to 10 times to get another new item. Right here I'm just gonna check out the furnitures in the shop, and it seems like we have a couple of items that we already have bought, so I don't have to worry about it. But of course I'll quickly buy some other items. There is a piano bench back there, which is pretty nice. Hopefully I'll be able to buy a piano in the future. As for the alarm clock, I'm quickly gonna buy it. Now I think I already have that garbage bin, so I don't have to worry about that either. This piano bench is pretty cute. It does come in different colors, but I think the black one looks pretty good, especially when you keep it right next to the piano. Today's wallpaper and flooring are not that great, so I'm not going to be buying them. But I do have quite a few items that I want to sell, so let me quickly sell them and move out. While running around the island, I was able to find a lost diary. I definitely want to go ahead and give this one back to the owner. This will easily increase the friendship level of your villagers, and I think it's an easier way to go ahead and get one. Since I am here, let me quickly talk with Flo and see if the item belongs to her. If not, we'll go ahead and find its owner. Right now, I think Flo is the most friendship I have with a villager. I'm hoping she will not move from my island. If she does at some point, I do have to let her go, considering she was my starter villager. But before she goes away, I do have a couple other villagers who I would love to actually have them move out. Maybe we'll look into that. As for this lost item, it actually belongs to Agent S, which is pretty surprising. I mean, after all, we did just invite him to the island, so I'm surprised to see that he's that friendly. But we'll quickly go ahead and give the diary back to him as well. I've also been trying to complete most of the Nook Mile tasks just to make sure I have enough Nook Miles to buy all of the construction items that I need. Right now we have 27k, so I think that's good enough. We'll go ahead and buy the important ones which I need, and I'll wait for some time until I do get the Nook Miles to buy the other ones. While looking for Agent S, I did check out the plot and no one is yet assigned, so I can still go ahead and find a villager for myself. Let me quickly try to find Agent S and will quickly return back the diary back to him. Here he is. I actually had to run around the island to find him, and it did take me quite some time. But now that we have given it back, he will give us a gift in return for helping him. In this case, it's another clothing item. I really wish these villagers would give me something else than the clothing item, because I have a lot of them by now. I don't think I'll be using some of these. Next up is Able Sisters. Let me quickly go ahead and change my outfit for the day. I do have to talk to Sable right here to make sure that we do get a bit forward in her storyline. Alright, let me quickly change up and I'll show you guys the outfit for today. Here we are. This is the outfit and I think it does suit the carnival mask, so I went ahead and bought this one. Now that we are here next to the campsite, I definitely want to check out the villager. If it's someone I really like, I'll go ahead and invite them to my island. I've also been collecting the fossils for today and I think we are almost done with it. I do have to go ahead and check out the fossils with Blather, and hopefully I'll be able to go ahead and donate some of them. Well, it seems like we have Ozzy in the campsite and I think he is gonna be coming to my island. I really like his character and his house is pretty amazing as well. So I'm gonna quickly go ahead and invite him. Thankfully, I don't have to kick out any other villager to invite this guy, so that's pretty cool. By tomorrow, he will be in our island, and I'm hoping that he won't be in boxes. Usually, when villagers come to an island, they will be in boxes, and I really want to see his furniture items. So maybe we'll get a chance in the next episode. Right here, I'm also trying to play a game with him, because why not? We do get some really good items sometimes, and we can definitely try it. Today it seems like we have the pattern game, and you have to just guess if it's a red or a black one. Unfortunately, it was black, so I won't be getting the item. But of course, either way, I think it's still pretty cool, considering the fact that we are getting a new villager to our island. It did take me quite some time, but I'm finally able to give this another shot. Last time we didn't really pass, but this time we're finally able to invite him to our island. Of course, we did have to win this game, and I did stay here around 5 minutes trying to get him to give that dialogue. But finally, since we do have the dialogue, he is gonna talk to Tom Nook and come to our island. Pretty nice. Well, that's all on this campsite. Moving back out, let me make my way to the resident services building and talk to Tom Nook. After all, he did mention that he had to discuss quite a few things with us, and I think it's mostly on the 3-star island as well as further improvement on it. Here we are, and of course we did add a new room to our house yesterday, so we have the small dialogue coming up. As per Tom Nook right here, we are finally able to customize as well as improve our exterior, which I think I do have an idea on. Maybe I'll do this in the future once we have a top floor as well as the basement. Now that we are here, let me quickly check out the Nook shop and buy the necessary items. First of all, we are gonna check out this one right here, and none of these items are something that I want to buy other than of course the carnival mask. Let me also check out the Nook miles, that is the redeem miles option. We do have quite a few things that are added newly over here. Most of them are these different permits which I have to buy. For now, I'm just gonna buy the cliff as well as the water permit. I think these two are the most important one, and I'll probably buy the others on a later stage. There we go, that is the river construction permit. Talking to Nook Stop again, I'll quickly go ahead and check out the cliff permit. We do have different path designs, but each of them are 2000 miles, but I don't think I'll be able to buy them. After all, I do have only 15,000 miles, and I do have to save it up for something else. But of course, there we go. We have two main important permits bought today. I'll also go ahead and use them right away in this episode to make sure that we'll get the Nook Mile task completed for them. While checking out my villager house, it seems like Elvis is up to some new DIY, so let me quickly talk to him. And alright, I'm not able to pronounce that word, but I see the word barrel next to it, so I'm interested to see what it is. Let's quickly learn the DIY and check it out as well. There you go. Unfortunately, my pocket is completely full, so I do have to visit my house and keep some of them in the storage. Let me quickly check out the item, and here it is. I'm pretty happy to get some new DIY these days. I'm hoping to get some DIYs on log, of course, but I'm really not having that much luck on this one. Checking out the new DIY, we do need 30 turnips to kind of craft it. Hopefully I'll be able to remind this myself, and after all, tomorrow is Sunday in this game, so probably I'll be able to buy the turnips and craft this item for my house. Right here, while being in the edge of the island, I decided to go ahead and use both of the permits. The first one is the cliff permit, and I think for the water permit I do have to use another one. I was actually able to complete the water permit by just removing and adding the river back. It was definitely pretty easy, and we did get quite a lot of Nook miles from it. There is of course one thing left, and I think that is the path one. We do have a default path, so let me use that one. There we go, that I think is the path permit completed. Let's quickly go ahead and get the Nook miles for these as well. Here we are, and that is another 1000 Nook miles. Pretty easy. Next up, I think I do have to get my fossils assessed, so let me make my way there. Personally, I think we don't have anything much to do in today. Hopefully, I'll be able to get on with the terraforming soon. Unfortunately, there are quite a few villager houses that I do have to move in order to start the terraforming. And I might actually move these in the coming episodes so that we'll have the whole place cleared out for our new design. Right here, we had 4 more fossils to donate, which is pretty cool. I think we are almost there with the fossil museum. Hopefully I'll have it completed in this month or the next one. After the fossils, I did decide to go ahead and make some changes on my house. Here is my bathroom for now, and it's pretty blank, but at least we do have a couple different items that I can actually keep. There is another room that I want to go ahead and decorate as well. Here it is. I don't really have too much items in my house right now. Hopefully in the future, once I do have more items, I'll be able to show you guys or take you guys on a tour of my house. Surprisingly, we do have flow coming into our house, which is I think the first time a villager is inviting themselves to my home. So I'm pretty excited about this one. Let's quickly go ahead and see what happens next. Usually when a new villager comes to your house, you will be able to get a gift from them, and you can also play some different games. These games are pretty unique, and I think you have a much higher chance of getting more items from them through these games. So I'm pretty excited. Right here, Flo did give me a cherry. I think this is the sister fruit for my island. My island actually has orange, so I guess cherry is pretty cool. We do have peaches in my island, so cherry will be the 4th fruit for me, and I'm pretty excited. Right here, I did decide to play a game, and apparently the first card Flo did pull off is 8. I'm guessing the next one will be lower, but let's see what happens. The second number was 9, which is pretty weird. I mean, the odds of getting that is pretty low considering the numbers are from 1 to 9. Either way, I think it was pretty fun. I'll definitely be able to get more chances to go ahead and play a game with Flo again. And probably I'll win the next time. Sometimes when you talk to them, they will let you know that they do want to go. But if they don't, and if you want them to go away, you can definitely go ahead, try to exit the house, and they will leave themselves. I think this is a pretty cool tactic. Either way, that was pretty fun. I'm surprised that we don't have any Nook Mile tasks completed for this one. Either way, that's all I had for today. I think in the next episode, we'll go ahead and start with the terraforming. Probably I'll try to complete it much in the offline, and I'll just show you guys the end result. That way you don't have to just see me terraforming an island right here. Either way, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to support me more on Patreon, check out the links in my description. And I'll see you guys in the next one.